Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be looking at the rewards for the Winter Assault and also how to get the tickets to do Faction Assault and what sort of Faction Assault rewards we're getting in terms of the collectibles. So there are 5 collections as you can see. The first collection, Winter Collection 1, has GPS and Canteen. Winter Collection 2 has all the top level legendary gear. Winter Collection 3 has watches and radios, and then Winter Collection 4 has all the top level epic gear, all 6-star required stuff for tier 3 and tier 4. And then we look down to Winter Collection 5. This has 150 winter tokens for 40,000 of these collectibles. Now the other breakdown is 5.5k, 4.5k, 3k, and then 2k. Now the only problem with this is if we look in each collection, you can see that it's an RNG box. This is a disappointment. It does seem like a step back in terms of these museum collections, which were really good in terms of you being able to choose whether you wanted a canteen or a GPS. Most people probably just did get both, but at least they got 4 of both, and they knew they could max out, 4 people with that. Whereas someone could effectively have 3 canteens already and 1 GPS, and then pull 3 or 4 canteens and then only 1 GPS again. So that is the disappointment. You can only claim 4 of the first collection, 18 of the second, 8 of the next, 20 of the last of the gear collections, and then only 3 of the winter token collections. Now the thing with the winter token collections that is disappointing for me is it's just such a large amount of tokens, 150. I think it would have been better if it was 15 tokens for 4k, just so that people could claim small amounts if they only needed small amounts. Having to get 40k to get 150, I don't know, it just seems a bit much for me, but that's me. Now we're going to go and look at Faction Assault just to see the sort of rewards and how they're broken down. As you can see, every single Faction Assault is going to have actual rewards for this. Reward system is going to have it broken down 100%. Every single tier, no matter where you come, you're always going to get the same depending on that tier. So tier 6 is going to be 12,000 of these collectibles each, which is great. So if you run this 4 times, you'll get enough to get a GPS or canteen and get 150 of the winter tokens. That's pretty cool. And then obviously it gets worse. I think I did have a quick look, and it does look like it is the most worthwhile is to do tier 6 in terms of the amount of collectibles you get and the amount of tickets you spend doing it. So that's pretty good. Now you do earn 3 times the amount of tickets that you used to be able to earn. As you can see, world energy is now times 3 instead of times 1. Territories is now times 21 instead of times 7. Rays times 27 instead of times 9, so on and so forth. The only thing that I don't think has changed is survival road. I don't think it is changed at all. I think it's just times the amount that your level is, or the amount that your survival road stage is at. So that hasn't changed. You do get 500 tickets per day as a free login gift, and if I go to my offers, I believe it's here. Is it here? It is. As you can see, 500 free, so I just can claim this. And this does not count towards my 1,350 daily amount. That doesn't count towards that, which is great. So if I go back into Faction Assault, you'll see my total is 1,400, but when you click that, daily allowance is 935 out of 1,350, and the purchased /1 is 500. So what they could do is start putting these tickets in tournaments during this 2-week period. That could be a possibility. We'll have to wait and see. But so that's how you can get the tokens. If we go back down to tier 3, the rewards, you get 5,000. So if you manage to do tier 3 8 times, you can get a character. Basically, you can get a pull on the winter token wheel. So if you're in a faction that isn't great, start doing tier 3 Faction Assault, and that'll be absolutely fine. You'll be getting, if you struggle on the higher ones. If you can do the high ones, do them. But if you can do tier 3 at least, do it. If you can do tier 4, do tier 4, so on and so forth. Just because the rewards are worthwhile. The rewards are definitely worthwhile. But that's in this video, guys. Do tell me what you think of the rewards. Do you think they could have maybe done it a little bit better in terms of not having RNG crates, not having such a large amount of winter tokens to have to be claimed? The rewards are great. I just think they could have been tweaked a little bit in terms of how we could claim what we wanted. but that's just my opinion. 2 GPS and 2 canteens in 2 separate museum collections would have been better than 4 in an RNG box. I think most people would maybe agree with that. I don't know. It's not even that many you can claim, so it's just a bonus, I guess. But that's in this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, guys, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.